Welcome to the first video in a three-part series that I'm doing about how I adjust positions in my investments. You know, sometimes you have to adjust your positions in your investments. So I'll be talking about that in three parts. Part one will be how, or actually it'll be why and when I adjust them. Part two will be how I do it. And then three will be the results that I'm looking for. And I'll be walking through this little park here. Let's see, turn it around here. It is flooded with water. Things change sometimes. And now there's a pond where there used to be ground. Just like in investments, sometimes things change and we need to change the way we do our investing. And so let's look at part one of this series about why I change my investment amounts or my portfolio percentages. Oh, something just fell maybe. I thought I just saw something fall. Anyways, oh, the squirrels. Yeah, see there's a squirrel up there. Let's see if I can get close to him. Oh, there he is. See the squirrel? He's interrupted my investment video. But he's a cool looking little squirrel. They see me talking. So he's looking at me now. Wonder what he's about to do. The tail ain't flickering, so he'll probably be fine. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about. Part one. When and why do I make changes to my investments? Well, first of all, sometimes I might reach an investment goal. Like I have a certain goal that I have set that I want to hold a certain amount of money in a certain investment, or have a certain percentage of my portfolio to be in this one thing. Say for example, I have invested some in HBAR and Link token on Coinbase. Now, before I get started, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your investment money or which investments to invest in. This is just how I'm playing the game and some of the things, the changes that I'm making along the way. So anyway, so I reached my goals with HBAR and Link. I was investing a little bit with each paycheck, just whatever I had a little left over, split between the two of them. And now I've pretty much reached my goal. So that money will be going somewhere else. More than likely, it'll be going towards the DeFi IRA CDs version 2, which launches this week. So I'll have a video on that coming out later, maybe later on in the week. Anyway, so when I reach a goal, I'll readjust my DCA amount. I might even readjust my position. Another reason that I might readjust my DCA amount or my position is if something happens with that investment. Say for example, it's been going really good and then all of a sudden something changes and it's not that good anymore. So I may try to get out. If I have red flags that pop up, I've had a few investments that have that. I had one investment in particular that I lost money on because I didn't get out quick enough. It was paying 0.5% a day, which was very good. 0.5% a day, 15% a month. But you know, minimum $200 investment, and it was doing very well. A lot of people loved it, and I started getting into it. And I think I lost some money on that one because the structure of it changed, and the payment was not guaranteed anymore. You know, sometimes when we do investing, past performance does not guarantee future results. You always got to reassess and change along the way, especially if you get, you know, sometimes your little spidey sense might go off, or you get a little red flag that'll pop up. So, and so I might reduce my position. Another reason that I'll change, well, there's a limb that fell right there. It fell from the tree up there. Anyway, so another reason I might readjust or reassess my position in a product or an investment is if I think it's going to get better along the way. For example, I had one token that I was investing in. I got into it at launch, and I put a little bit of money in. I think I put $300 in it, and I ended up making multiple amounts of that $300. It multiplied at launch. The first day it launched, it multiplied. I think it was like, it did a 4 or 5x or whatever the first day. So I had to start taking profit and reducing my position in there, because I knew, you know, once it goes up, it might go back down again. So another reason that I might change my position in something is I'll look at its future retirement income. There we go. Let me get my hand out of the way. Future retirement income. You know, when we go to retire, and you see I got gray, so I'm looking at that down the road. You know, it's all about, do we have enough money coming in every month to pay our bills? And so I'm trying to build that up. So I'm trying to look at investments that I can invest in now that will pay me pretty good in retirement. And so I'll grow my position, and especially if something that I think might last a long time, I'll put more money in it. Now, if it ain't gonna last very long, it might be exciting or whatever, I might put a little money in it if I get in it at all. And then I'll have to constantly watch and adjust my position with each little move that that investment might make. So anyway, so that's why I adjust my positions in different investments. Let's see, let me look at this water again. That's a lot of water. We had a lot of rainfall here recently, so everything's wet. Sometimes that happens when you're investing in something. It might be nice and lush and green, and then all of a sudden it rains, and you got to figure out what in the world to do. Like these squirrels, they were up in a tree. There's another squirrel. There's 2 squirrels. Let's see if I can get a picture of these right here. The little squirrels up in the tree, they're gonna come down. They got to figure out what to do about the water. Let's see if I can get it. You can't really see that one. Where's this one? There we go, that one. And so he's having to come down and figure out what's above the water that he can actually eat. And so just like investing, we got to watch, keep an eye on what's going on. And when certain things change with that investment, then we need to change too. Anyways, so just a quick little video, part 1 of this series, adjusting my positions in my portfolio. So when do you change? When do you adjust what you are investing in? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. We learn from each other. I don't know everything, just the learning investor. And so, if you like what we do, if you like our videos, if you like what's going on, then subscribe, hit that notification bell. There'll be new videos coming out on a regular basis. So, talk to y'all later.